we have an issue on our hands that's more bigger than a minister, quote, supposedly sinning. And we all have sinned. We are not perfect, and he is still imperfect. But the problem we have in our hand is that we all are capable of falling in is this Delilah disease, this Delilah poisonous spirit, this venom here. Okay, Delilah utilized and saw that Samson was in love with her. She wasn't in love with Samson at all. The love was on the man's side. Adam loved Eve more than Eve loved Adam. Samson loved Delilah, who was a prostitute, more than Delilah loved Samson. Delilah didn't even love Samson. Delilah looked for what she can get from Samson. Now, she constantly nagged him. She constantly pestered him to find out what was his power, what was his success, how did he get here, this prominent status. And then he finally buckled down and told her what it was, and he was done for. He was bound. She used him. And Samson's greatest weakness was the woman, was the beauty of the woman here. And that's the problem we have here in this Victim Speaks Out, is that the said minister was enamored by this woman's beauty, and it was his downfall, if that even happened. But it's plausible that many people fall for this. Many people fall for this all the time. And the woman is the victim. But if you watch this video, Todd Bentley, Victim Speaks Out, which should be taken down, Patricia King, because you have a follow-up video where you say that you don't want to continue this issue. Todd Bentley is completely being crucified and lynched. I mean, every day. And this video is not a video for views. I'm not trying to use this video as clickbait or more attention, but what I want to point out is that the fallacies of this Victim Speaks Out, there's some fishy thing about it, is that if a person asks, if said minister asks for a picture of your breast, okay, why would you send it when you're in a marriage, a committed marriage you call Iraqi? If you're willing to send a picture of your breast to a said minister, how much more would you be willing to send a picture of your breast or your entire body, a nude picture or a video, to anybody that you find desirable? So this woman here was, you could say, as much adulterous as a man as said minister might be. So the test wasn't so much to Todd Bentley or said minister. The test was to this woman here, is that you were being tested. Nobody held you at a gunpoint to say that you have to send a picture of your breast. Nobody held you at a gunpoint to say that you had to accept the friendly request, that you had to continue conversation or accept a longer duration of a hug. Nobody said you had to do that. You're in a committed marriage. You have kids, right? And your husband working hard to pay the bills while you are going on, and he gives you the permission to go on and seek spiritual counseling and help from said minister. So your husband is paying the bills while you're going on and getting spiritual counseling and help. So who is the victim really here? The victim here is the husband that passed away. So nobody cares about the husband that worked hard to pay the bills, to take care of the kids. Where we see the picture of this woman who goes on and starts to engage in a extramarital affair, so to speak, with a said minister that wasn't even in your jurisdiction to even begin with. You have a committed relationship, you have a committed marriage, and your husband dies, and you're left in this mess. And you even said that you're lonely, you're depressed, so you ask for all this. You asked for all this. You manifested all this. If it wasn't said minister, Todd Bentley, whoever, it would be Joe Schmo. It would be anybody out there who would have utilized you for your said supposed beauty. So don't cry. Don't cry. You should be happy that you can cause a man or any man to fall and cause the ministry or the career to go down in flames. That you have that much power, victim. You are not the victim, but your husband who died is the victim because he paid for your bills, he helped you out, and while you were engaging in something with another person, even if it wasn't even sexual, even if it didn't go that far, you were sending a picture of your breast while you're in a committed relationship with your husband and you have kids. That's cheating. That's cheating. Okay? That's cheating. There. Okay? So why is she the victim? Why is she the victim? Nobody held her at gunpoint to send a picture, but she did. So the blame goes to her. Yes, the said minister should be held responsible if something may happen. This is just her word. This is just he said, she said. We have no physical evidence. Show us the text messages. Show us the picture with it blurred out. Give us evidence that this happened. All we have is your audio of it. Nothing else. And supposedly your husband died to make matters worse. Okay? So we have an issue on our hands that's bigger than a said minister falling to the beauty of a woman. It's that it's the feminist regime that we have here. It's propped up by the LILITH spirit, the poisonous venom that's within the Delilah spirit. It's innate within this social media age of woman that many men fall for today. So who's the victim again, I say, in closing? Who's the victim here? Is this woman the victim? Was she physically raped? Was she held at gunpoint to send a picture of her breast? No, she wasn't. So why is she the victim? The victim here, as I said, is her husband. The victim here is those that are not in the picture. The families of these people. Okay? She's left alone. Yes. But she walked right into this. She walked right into this. And now she has this attention that she's gained with her face out into the limelight. And here we have Patricia King with more views and more attention to her channel just to stay relevant. Although she posts a follow-up video about how she doesn't want to extend this out. This Todd Bentley situation. Yet you keep this video up. It's absolutely insane what is going on. We have to do better. We have to do better. This should not be going on in the church. But men have to know the great weakness that may come about in this day and age is the Delilah spirit, is the spirit of Lilith, that since ancient times, women are always desiring to rule over men. Always. And the Delilah spirit is powerful enough to take down a strong man. And that this woman that you may be with may not even love you. She may be talking to somebody else behind your back. And who knows, in 2-3 months you may be dead. 2-3 months, you may lose your job. 2-3 months, you may lose your mother. Or something horrible might happen. And where is the woman going to be? Crying to social media and to YouTube, saying that she's a victim of all this. She's not the victim here. She participated in this. She allowed this. She manifested this. Because if you willfully send a picture of your breasts, if you engage in the back-to-back conversation, this is what you wanted. So you got what you wanted. So you're not the victim. Your husband was the victim who died, supposedly, because he cared for you, he loved you, while you engaged in this behind his back. You are to blame. That is the issue we have today, here. That is the issue we have before our eyes. Now, I understand this is a big issue that a lot of people that go around the church and women are preyed on. I understand that. And they're afraid to come and talk. I understand that completely. But both people have to be held accountable for their actions, the man and the woman. And Todd Bentley has said that he has sinned in the past, and he is not holding back what he has done. He's completely honest. But are women completely honest for what they do? There's no woman that comes out and speaks out that, yes, I seduced this man. There's no woman that comes out and, yes, I strategically wanted to take him down, that I wanted to break his marriage, that I wanted to jump ship from my husband and remarry, that I wanted to start into a relationship with another man. No woman comes to the forefront and admits to their blame of seducing men. No, they don't. Men will admit, but women won't always admit to their seducing tactics. Okay? So this is the big problem that we have in the church. This exists in the church, and it takes down men. So we have to be wary of this. Not just speak about spiritual topics that's important, but there are issues that are going on in the church today that relates to the LILITH spirit and the Delilah poisonous feminist spirit. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.